Take flight as the darkness gives way to the dawn. You survived, now your moment has arrived. Now your dream has finally been born. Black butterfly, sail across the waters. Tell your sons and daughters what the struggle brings. Black butterfly, set the sky on fire. Rise up even higher, so the ages winds of time can catch your wings. While you slept, the promise was unkept, but your faith was as sure as the stars. Now you're free, and the world has come to see just how proud and beautiful you are. Black butterfly, sail across the waters. Tell your sons and daughters what the struggle brings. Black butterfly, set the skies on fire. Rise up even higher, so the wind can catch your wings. Let the current lift your heart and send it soaring. Write your timeless message clear across the sky, so that all of us can read it and remember when we need it, that a dream conceived in truth can never die. But cause now you're free, and the world has come to see just how proud and beautiful you are. Black butterfly, sail across the waters. Tell your sons and your daughters what the struggle brings. Black butterfly, set the skies, set them on fire. Rise up even higher, so the ages winds of time can catch your wings.
Welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends show. Wale caught me there looking at my notes. How y'all doing? Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It's a special night right here in the nation's capital. We are right across the street from Howard University. I'm so proud of that. HU, can I get a you know? Thank you, everybody. Look, working here at WLVS Studios is just such a blessing. They're like family, and we have a lot of fun. We work hard, we play hard, and tonight things are paying off, y'all. We have the Commander-in-Chief scheduled to call in just for a few seconds to the Renee Allen and Friends show right here on WLVS. We are so ecstatic, and I hope you have tuned in to hear that great historic news. I'm going to put my phone right here. Okay, Wally, I lost the connection, so when you get a chance, it came out of my phone. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about our sponsor, as Remax Supreme, the wonderful, smart, gorgeous, kind heart and loving Melanie Gamble. She is just beauty and brains. She's doing wonderful, explosive things with finding people their dream home and that golden nugget, that piece of land, real estate that we need for our legacy, for our family. That's Remax Supreme. 2 offices. One's on Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue off of in Bowie, Maryland. And it's the Vista Garden area, and also right across from the National Harbor, MGM. So she has 2 offices. Melanie Gamble, that's Remax Supreme. Reach out to them and let them know that we sent you, and I'll tell you, we'll be very satisfied and very humbled to meet such a wonderful lady and her crew. Last week we had Noble Davis on, one of her directors for the commercial outreach, and he was just phenomenal as well. So great people, great company, Remax Supreme. I want to say something is going on here. Look, I did lose my father a few weeks ago. May he rest in peace. And I just want to do a shout out to everyone who's lost a parent. Just God bless you. And now that I know how it feels, I just want to say let's just pray for each other and just love the people that are here when they're here, because I'm just so glad I saw my dad and had a great relationship, because I don't know what I'd do if I didn't. So if you're in a broken relationship with your parents, fix it. Fix it today. Call them tonight. Okay? You only have one set of parents, and you wouldn't be here without them. Okay? I'm getting so much mail. Look, I have like fan mail now. I came into the studio tonight, and I said, wow, some more mail, Jeremy. Woo! So I just wanted to thank everyone who's been sending cards and flowers and gifts and love and inbox messages and emails. And I received such a wonderful email. I bring up these 2 names because you probably know them. They're dear friends, but they're also celebrities in their own right. And Willie Jolly sent me this phenomenal email that talked about just celebrating the time that you've shared with a loved one who has crossed over. And then, of course, George Holmes, Reverend George Holmes, who is the president, I believe, of the clergy of the White House. And he sent me a phenomenal letter that I've read. Also at my father's funeral. So I just wanted to thank you too, and all of my great friends and loved ones and Facebook friends and everyone who reached out. My goodness, it really helped me. It really did. So Wally, are we ready? Yeah, look, I got my son in the studio. He's kind of like in apprenticeship with Wally, our production manager, and just kind of watching how they do all the buttons and everything. So you might meet Chase, the one I always talk about, by the end of the show, okay? Let's talk about what has happened in the last week. I have 2 great events I want to share with you. One is the 21st Century Woman, Sharice Richards. She did it, y'all. Woo! There she is with Lisa Nichols, and it's a Let's Go, right? And it was really, really awesome. I'm so proud of her. And it's Let's Go Time is what it was called. Let's Go Time. Hashtag It's Go Time. And they had a wonderful time. Lisa Nichols, Jennifer Jones, all kinds of phenomenal women doing great things, changing lives. And that's, of course, what I'm all about. And I just want to give her a big kudos. So big kudos to you, Cherise. Also, my dear friends, Jackie Hicks of Fond Memories Photography and Joseph Braxton of for labels. Oh, what was that? Oh, my goodness. It's like 4 Cure labels. I'll tell you a little bit later, okay? But he has these beautiful lapel pins. I am in love with them. And the 2 of them had a ugly sweater toy drive. Yes, there they go. Oh, and there's our Captain Soul Star, Miss Renee's show. Remember that episode? Yes, they're working on that right now, an intern. So we'll be having that song shortly. But it was at Sobey Restaurant out in Lanham. Our friends, Tony and Josette. There they go. Beautiful. Look, it may be ugly sweaters, but there's some beautiful women, aren't they? Oh, I just wish them the best. You can still go on Facebook and donate. It's Joseph Braxton, Lapels for a Cause. That's what it was, y'all. Look, this is live TV, and I'm very transparent. If I can't remember something, I'm going to tell you when I can, okay? So what's happening now? Tomorrow, guess what? It's the grand opening of the MGM. Yes, right here at the National Harbor. Oh, just gorgeous. So I'm supposed to be there tomorrow morning. And we'll see. And my friend Mo Duckus and maybe Jeremy, the general manager here at WLVS, we might be there in the place. So we bring you back some good stuff. But that's going to be awesome. The traffic won't be great, but but it's going to be an awesome addition to the neighborhood. Also, we have the District 25, my dear friend, fellow veteran from the United States Navy, Daryl Barnes, the delegate of the 25th District Holiday Party in Torrey Drive. Also, I wanted to say right there, if you see, they're having a Laughing for a Cure. Chris Thomas and myself will be co-hosting that. And Brother Man from the 5th floor, and Martin, and Kevin, Anthony, and Tony Woods, a whole rack of stars will be there, just laughing for a cure for cancer, cardiovascular disease, and so forth. So it's going to be a great thing. And, Daryl Barnes gives a great party, if you've ever been to one. So also we have, what else? And Tony Hall. I have to give a shout out to Terry Holt, who is a survivor and the producer of Laughing for a Cure. So next we have our friend to the show, Nakia Marie. Yes, she's having a single women's empowerment brunch. And this is just, I love full circle, y'all. I love when the universal law starts to connect. That woman right there, Pastor Dr. Dawn Harvey, and I met almost 2 decades ago. And this is just a wonderful story. If you were here when she was tuned in when she was a guest, we have some great history together, and she will be on the ticket as well as myself. So we're going to have such a great time just pouring into these women 18 and older in Woodbridge, Virginia. So Nakia, Nikea Marie, if you'd like to get a ticket, they're only $20, y'all, and it's going to be amazing. Pastor Dawn Harvey is thebomb.com. She has a book about marriage, all kinds of great. I love her. I love Nakia, and I love that they've asked me to join them. We also have, after I leave that next Saturday, I'll be going to Mark and Yvette Downs' Marquee Gives event. Yay! And the lovely Angela Stribling, my friend across the street, and Joe Gore, my brother from another mother, are the hosts of this wonderful event. So that will be at the Marriott Marquis. And then Sunday, back at Sobe Restaurant, Atlanta, Maryland, I have to give a shout out to my friend Tyrone Thomas. Yes, Just Us, the 5th annual holiday party with Jay Sylvester, 50/50 raffle for flat screen TV, all kinds of great things. Admission is free with a unwrapped toy, or just pay the $25 and they'll go get some more toys. How about that, right? So listen, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for tuning in every week when you can. I really appreciate it. I have so many good things happening because of you, and I appreciate you. This is the largest online broadcast in the United States, and I'm so proud to be a part of WLVS and just a wonderful opportunity. And I want you, if you're interested in being on the show, don't hate me if you're not called right away, because I really try to partner the shows with things that, collaborate. And so, I'll get to you, but I really would like you to reach out to me so I can spotlight, edify, and support you as you've been supporting me. We're going to take a short break, and I believe we're going to have Miss Sophie Ford on next. Thank you so much.
That's alright. Never had your love, you won't be the last, no, you're my first, so that's alright. 'Cause this life will be back around. Let it let you down. good is love if your heart is where it stays. Now that ain't right. And what good's a song if you don't sing your pain away? Ooh, every night. 'Cause it's like on me back around. Let it let you down. Say the night is young and we are too. Let's break some rules 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Oh, man, say the night is young and we are too. Let's break some rules 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Hey, yeah, say and the night is young and we are too young. The night is young. Ooh, baby, say the night is young and we are too. Let's bring some rules 'cause we ain't got no curfew. And yeah, say,
Hello and welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show right here on WLVS in the nation's capital. We are global, y'all. Hello. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. I am sitting here with Sophie. Oh, get ready to party some more. All right. Look, like I say, it's always live TV, but we are back to Remax, our sponsor, Remax Supreme. We ready, Wally? Yep. All right. Yeah, I love it. I have fun. I love live TV because everything is just as transparent as I like people to be.
Yeah.
Right, Sophie?
You can't hide.
You can't hide. I'm sitting here with Sophie Ford. She is the executive director for the Family Crisis Center in Prince George's County, right?
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all about people connecting people. Mm-hmm. And Chef Terrence Williams connected us. I'm so glad he did.
I am too.
Yeah. So tell us about you.
So I have the pleasure and honor of serving as the executive director of Family Crisis Center for Georges County, as you said. Mm-hmm. We've been around for 35 years now, serving as the only emergency shelter for persons seeking,
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Seeking relief from domestic violence. And so we serve across county lines, although we really prioritize our residents. Mm-hmm. We serve regardless of gender. We've had men in our shelter. So we're really proud of the work that we're doing.
I'm proud of you too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. So let's talk about, how long have you been there?
I've been there for 2 years. I'm going into my third year this month.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So what are the things that your initiatives or what your goals are for the shelter?
So one of the biggest things is that although we've been around for 35 years, we still have a lot of growing to do in terms of making our presence known in this community. So I have a really, really strong commitment, and I'm charging my team with making sure that we upgrade our outreach approach, because this issue touches everyone.
Yes.
So we want to be in every pocket that we can, in every conversation that we can,
Yes.
to make sure that we're reaching people and letting them know that abuse is never okay, and that there's always a place that they can come at Family Crisis Center to receive
And tell
services.
them what you just said about it's not okay, right?
Abuse is never okay. Never okay. Whether it's hitting, talking, financial abuse, sexual abuse is never okay.
Well, I'm so glad to hear you, because, you know, sometimes you just want to smack at somebody, don't you?
You really do, but it's always a choice.
Right.
So you got to take that split, and sometimes
Right
it
there.
really is just a split second.
Right
Walk
there.
away.
Okay.
If somebody pushes you to that point, that's probably a relationship that you don't need to be involved in.
Girl, did you say it or did you say it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say that, and we're making a light of it, but, you know, it's hard to walk away from someone you love,
It
but
is
if they're
very
hitting you,
hard.
they absolutely don't love you, right?
It's very hard. The average victim tries to leave up 6 to 8 times before they
Really?
actually leave. So we've seen people, even in our work, leave us, go back, come back. We never judge, because we know it is challenging. You're talking about people that may have been married, may have children together,
Right.
property together, retirement funds together. So it's really, really challenging for people to really break the psychological chains and the emotional ties that come along with relationships and move on. Yeah.
Yeah, even without all that, it's hard to move on sometimes.
It really
right?
is. It really
You
is.
put all that on top of it, my.
Right.
Right?
Yep. So people sometimes think it's impossible.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Right.
It's
I love
not.
her. It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
I love talking about this because the DC Snipers ex-wife,
Mildred Muhammad.
I got a chance to meet her at Evening with the Cultures with Helena McConnell. And you got a chance to meet her?
Yes,
So
I have
talk
met
about
her.
that. Yeah, because instead of me talking about my experience, tell us about yours with her.
Well, it was really awesome. I think, first of all, it's awesome because any victim that transitions into being a survivor, meaning that you're no longer actively in that situation, physically or psychologically, emotionally, right? So you're able to go out and now have your own voice about what that situation was like and be able to help other people is awesome. But as I understand from her abuse was not physical. So I think that's one of the other powerful things about her story, because when people think about this issue, they think about the hit. We think of those extreme cases when there are people who are literally suffering in silence because they're being called names every day to the point where they just don't believe that they're worth anything. And so that's just as harmful. Those invisible scars are just as harmful as the visible ones. So I think her story is one that lends light to that, so that people really can look at it from a full perspective.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Wow,
Yeah.
thank you. You know, I know some things you may not be able to disclose being the type of son you are, but can you just talk to me and the WLVS listeners about some of the resources that you provide?
Sure. So emergency shelter, of course, is what we're primarily known for. So what that looks like for us is we can house up to 57 people, again, regardless of gender.
That's big.
Yes. And we are prepared for pets too if we need to be. We'll make exceptions for that because people use pets as pawns a lot of times, as they do children and money. So a lot of times when you find a victim that is in an abusive situation and they have a pet or a child, that pet or child is often being abused too. So people, when they leave, they want to bring their loved one, their kid or their pet, right? So we try to help with that as well. We provide case management there. We provide what's called wraparound care. So we really take a look at the person as a whole and plug in where we can. I tell people what I want to have happen for Family Crisis Center is, we know when people come to us, right, they're coming under this victim label, but we have so many other labels. We're mothers, we're dads, we're aunts, we're sisters, we're cousins, we're CEOs, right?
Yes.
So there is no socioeconomic status, there is no picture. We're we're preachers' wives, we're preachers, we're everything. So we want to wrap around all of that and help people get well.
I love it. Let's all say wrap around.
Yeah.
Wrap around, right?
And,
I like that.
and I would also like to say, too, one of the other things that we do, I think that is critically important when we talk about prevention, is we serve abusers, too. We serve abusers, too. So you can't really talk about this issue without helping the people that abuse learn to do something different.
Now that's interesting. In your almost 3 years, what would be your best guess at the percentage of abusers that have voluntarily come in to save or help their relationship?
Well, I'll be honest, it's not voluntary. For the most part, these are people that are court mandated.
Wow.
Court mandated to come.
That's good, though.
That is good. And they're angry when they get there because that's our only fee-for-service program, right? So what that is about, it's about accountability. So you will come, you will pay, and you will do these 26 weeks of care.
Wow.
And the idea is that when you leave, you're able to tap into your triggers and whatever moves you to do something different. Wow. And so that's what we do with that. And again, that's regardless of gender. That's also regardless of sexual orientation. We've had folks that are in same-sex relationships come in. We've had male victims to come in and receive that care. So again, really proud to say we serve a lot of
You do a
different
lot.
people.
You do a lot. You know that. I mean, I don't know if anyone else is thinking this, but as soon as you said it was court mandated, I said, "Well, is there security?"
Well, it is a secure facility, and we do have a good relationship with law enforcement because, of course, we can't do our work without that level of connection because we do get people sometimes that get a little bit out of pocket.
Yes, I can imagine. You know, if you're used to hitting someone
Yes.
and you're forced to come in, and which I think is great. I give you so much kudos for that. But then you're forced to come in, and then you don't want to be there, and she says something you don't like, and you want to go hit her.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you prevent that.
Yeah. So really, we use the leverage of the law, to be honest with you. Many of the people that are there under that mandate are facing more severe consequences if they don't comply. So they do come, angry or not, they're there. And the ones that are not there, we speak with the court contact and they get violated and they serve whatever consequences they have. And that's what we do. I tell my staff we don't get involved with that back and forth. We let the leverage of the law be on our side.
I love it.
And call them because they got the hammer. So let them do that.
Obviously with me, this is a lot deeper than what I thought you provided because that is just phenomenal.
Thank you.
To go that deep and that far out, that wraparound must be working as well.
Yeah, I mean, and it makes it is a very logical approach, even though for many, from a funding perspective and a programmatic perspective, it can be intense because you really want to just look at what the issue seems to be, right? But we know we got to get under the surface.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, what are some of the obstacles or some of the great things that have happened, or maybe both?
Yeah.
While you've been there for almost 3 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so right. It's 3 years feels like 30.
Is that really hard work?
Oh, man. But I will tell you, I am proud of the progress that my administration has made. When I got to Family Crisis Center, it needed some TLC in terms of rebranding, community reputation, and things of that nature, and really strengthening the program. So I made a commitment to do those things.
Nice.
Made a commitment to diversify our funding stream. We talk about obstacles and challenges. Funding is the big one. Because for this issue to be so prevalent, 1 in 4 women, 1 in 7 men having been victims of domestic violence in their lifetime, 10 million kids a year witnessing domestic violence. We don't put the money and the resources where we need to in order to help the issue really not just be kind of sort of alleviated but eradicated. So that's a challenge. I think the other challenge is that housing is housing is something. We're in the Washington D.C. area, so it's expensive to live here, and so when people leave, a lot of times they're leaving the stability. So trying to help them get connected, very scary. Get connected to other resources can be a challenge, but I'm proud to say that we've transitioned dozens of women out since I've been there. And our men too. Our 3 men, we served 3 men last year. We were trailblazers in that regard.
Wow.
So we transitioned them out, and we expanded our Spanish-speaking services. So those are some of the things that I'm really proud of.
Oh, I'm proud of you too.
Yeah.
I think I just missed a call. Lord help me if I did.
Not the one.
Ooh, I hope not.
It's not the one.
Okay, that's not the one. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here because we're expecting a call.
I
from
know.
The
that's why I said not.
Oh yeah. Okay. The Renee Allen and Friends Show. The Renee Allen and Friends Show. Did I not do this right, Wale?
Put on the speaker.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Speak to Dr. Renee Allen.
Is that? Oh,
That's it.
oh, off speaker. Yes. This is she. Oh my goodness. Hello?
You keep going out.
I'm so sorry, President. This is Dr. Renee Allen. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Is it all right for me to call you Dr. Renee or Starlin?
You can call me whatever you want, sir.
Well, it was great to be able to speak to you. I've been doing my research and found out that the radio station is right across from Howard University.
Yes.
And you spent 22 years in the service.
Yes, sir.
What branch was that?
United States Navy.
That's one of our finest. And I'd like to thank you.
Thank you.
You for your support and keeping America safe.
It was my honor, sir. My honor. So thank you so much for calling in. President Barack Obama, I am just in a surreal state right now, Sophie and I on set. And people have just been going crazy around here. Thank you so much. You and our First Lady, Michelle, have been doing an extraordinarily supreme job in the White House. And we just hate to see you go. Can you stay another 8 years?
Oh no, me and Michelle, we are ready to go. We've had enough. We've had enough. But as I said before, I'm just going to stay around. I'll let the kids graduate, and I'll be moving on.
Well, we like to.
I'll be here for the next couple of years.
Yes, sir.
And I think I met you before, Starlin, but let me say this. This is what I've been trying to do before I leave the White House. I'm going to do this. I'm going to call you every Wednesday until I leave the White House.
Thank you.
I'll just call in for a couple minutes if it's not, but to just say hello.
Oh, my goodness. I'm shaking.
And thank you. Thank you. It's great. Thanks for letting me call you.
Thank you.
Thank them.
Yes, sir. I met your wife about 6-7 years ago at one of the federal institutions when she came to talk with the women, and she was just phenomenal. Listen, we have 2 questions for you. Do you have time?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I had an outpouring of questions. I mean, probably about 100 questions. I picked 1 or 2 here. One is from our production manager here, Wale, and he wanted to know, is Michelle Obama going to run for president in 2020?
Well, first, if you understand, she didn't want me to run. She thought it was a lot just not good for me as well as the kids. But I don't think that she would. I mean, after this election and what Hillary went through, I don't think I want Michelle out there doing that as Hillary. I thought Hillary might win, but Donald had other plans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, the other question is one of our nurses out in the Baltimore County, I believe, is Susan Giscombe, and she wanted to just thank you and the First Lady for all that you've done and tried to do through Congress, on the Hill, and just keeping your head high and remaining the integrity and just the love for our nation.
Tell Susan I said thank her. I didn't do this by myself. In fact, no one does. And I won't stop working. Even though I'm leaving the White House, I will never stop working. I've been talking to Donald Trump about different issues, and he's been taking some of my advice. I just want to help him so we can still help the American people.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you for helping him, and keep helping him. And I hope the whole nation helps him so we can get through everything.
Well, thank you, Star. Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you so much, Commander-in-Chief. I hope to see you
thank
before
you.
you leave the end of January. Come stop by WLVS studio. Why don't you?
I'll try to do that. I can't say for sure.
And you know I had to try. Thank you so much, sir. We love you.
I will call in.
Thank you. We love you. Keep up the great work. We will always be behind you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you. I gotta go.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much.
All right.
Wow, y'all. I hope that you tuned in for that. President Obama. Oh, my goodness. You know, I actually worked with two presidents when I was active duty military at Bethesda Naval Hospital, and that was Reagan and Bush Sr., and it was an honor then. But I'll tell you, if I was in that military now, it would be such an honor. And it's just such an honor for him to call in, to have met the First Lady, and to possibly to meet him before he leaves the White House. I'll take you with me.
Fantastic. I'll be right there.
And I hope all of you got something out of that. What a wonderful man, a wonderful man. Okay, so we're going to get back to you. And we have Chef Terrence is in the studio. So I just want you to look at our audience and just give a few tips or advice if someone's listening right now who's not sure to leave, who might be scared, who doesn't know what to do. What do you say to them?
I say to them, first and foremost, that it's okay to be scared. That makes sense. The other thing I would say is that whatever happened is not your fault in any way. Don't ask yourself why you stayed, why you took it, whatever. That's not the time to do that. What I would suggest is to do something called safety planning. We recommend that to people that get in contact with us when they're trying to exit. Safety planning basically means that you make a safe plan for your exit. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week. We've worked with people over a series of weeks and months, depending on what their situation is. A couple things you want to make sure you do with that. If you can store away your documents and the documents for your kids, IDs, birth certificates, things, social security cards, do that. If you have access to any funds, money, liquid funds that you can keep with the person, or have someone open up another bank account for you with that money in it so that it's not tracked, do that. If you can pack a quick bag and leave it at a person's house, that is safe. Not your mom's house where they know, your cousin's house, but somewhere safe. It may be a church. It may be a firehouse, something like that. If you can do something like that to pack a couple days of clothes, do that. But know that there is nothing that's worth your life. So you don't have to try to get all of the baby's pictures and all of the trinkets. Get out of there. You can do it. You can always reach us 24 hours, 7 days a week. Even if you're listening and you don't live in the D.C. area, we can help you. You can call us at 301-731-1203, 24 hours, 7 days a week, including holidays. If you're in the D.C. area, particularly if you're in Prince George's County, you can reach us through 211.
Gotcha. Wow. Well, we're going to take a quick break. Chef Terrence is here, but so is our Karenisms, the wonderful, I just love this woman, Karen Marie Alston, with the Karenisms, and also talking about some other things going on in her wonderful world. So we'll be right back with Karen Marie Alston. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean that.
Gave my best to some who only gave their worst, but that's alright. I never had your love, well you won't be the last, nor you my first, so that's alright. 'Cause this life will be back around. So don't let it What good is love if your heart is where it stays? Now that ain't right. And what good's a song if you don't sing your pain away every night? 'Cause this life will be back around. So don't let it let you down. Say the night is young and we are too. Let's break some rules, 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Oh, baby, say the night is young and we are too. Let's break some rules, 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Hey, yeah, say, and hey, yeah, say,
Hello, everyone. This is Karen Maria Alston, and tonight I am coming to you with a little bit of a heavy heart. Yesterday, I flew to Kansas City, Missouri, to bury my great aunt. She was 90 years old. And whenever there's a death in the family, and a death of a matriarch or a patriarch, families always have a few tough conversations. And so today's Karenism is about our families and conversations. So I want to share this piece of advice with all of you, and that is, don't be afraid of the tough conversation with your family. I think what happens for many people is we carry emotion. We carry emotion, wounds, anger, hurt, sadness, fear. We carry negative emotion that carries from our childhood, from parents who may have left, mistakes that were made, and how we're affected by it. And there's nothing wrong with owning how you were affected by it, but when you allow those feelings to go into the conversation, you walk into the conversation with anger, fear, hurt, sadness, and all kinds of things, and you can't listen to the other people. So, since we just lost a matriarch, my family is having conversations about things that happened 50 years ago, and hurts and wounds and sadness that occurred 50 years ago that they're still holding on to. And I'm excited because by having this conversation, we can let go and move forward. So, one of the things we have decided is to set the ground rule that once you have the conversation, you let it go and you move forward. So I'm hoping that a lot of people will hear me tonight and have some tough conversations with their families or with their loved ones on things they've been holding on to. Have the conversation, let it go, and move forward. That's today's Karenism. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys is thank you so much for all of you who support the Spectrum Circle. I'm so excited. I had a bunch of meetings today about the Spectrum Circle and some of the things we have coming up in 2017. But most importantly is that 25 women have applied for Spectrum Circle Awards, which is just unbelievable. So thank you so kindly for your support, for your nominations of each other, nominations of women that you think are amazing women, and tune in. Follow me on social media. You're about to hear some great things happening in 2017. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night, I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan, falling when I try to stand. I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, waiting here for you to find me, find me. Take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. That, of course, was the first guest ever on the Renee Allen and Friends Show in January 2015. Silver Logan Sharp, yes! Love her. She just had a wonderful concert at Sobe Restaurant. It was so fabulous. I'm so proud of you, Silver, and I hope you remember us and come back for the anniversary. I know she's getting ready to go abroad and do some things, so, you know, just wonderful with her. Manager April. It's just a wonderful collaboration of people. Good luck to you, Silver. Listen, I gotta say hi to my mom, Charlotte Frazier in Connecticut. Woo! And my sister Lisa, who's probably sitting right next to her watching. I just wanted to say hello. Thank you for everything. Just saw her Thanksgiving. See you at Christmas. Speaking of which, I brought home some 2 fish and 5 loaves barbecue catering from this chef, Terrence Williams, for Thanksgiving, and it was like, mwah, 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 mwah. I had a fried turkey. I had ribs. Look, it was wonderful. I wish I had my mother here to talk about it. I'll have her call in next week. But you did it. It was so good. My son was so mad that I brought those ribs to Connecticut because he had right, Chase? So let's talk about this holiday menu that you're going to have for our WLBS listeners for Christmas.
Well, thanks again for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome, Chef.
And the menu is on the website. 2 fish, that's the number 2, fish, the number 5, loaves, bbq.com. There's a link on there with our holiday menu. You know, all your favorites, you know, your hams, your ribs, your potato salad, your greens. As we have some over here for you tonight.
Yes, I see. Thank you for bringing some food. Yes, I know Walee's going to be over there in a minute checking that out. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Look at that. Just a festive. Okay, so let's talk about what you brought in today, just to spoil WLVS and myself.
So, to the left, I have the corn salsa with the Cajun shrimp. And then in the middle, I have the smoked wings.
Delicious.
Sriracha honey barbecue wings.
Yeah, oh, Karen got hers and gone. Look.
Bye, Karen.
I love you,
it.
Karen.
Yeah, right.
And then I have the homemade potato salad.
Delish. Let's talk about, I always look, it's 2 fish and 5 loaves, BBQ Catering. Did I get it right?
Yep, you got it right.
High five.
High five.
I want to talk about this wonderful collaboration that I have to give kudos to Chef Terrence Williams for his vision and bringing this all together. So on the show, and then he was on the show a couple of weeks ago with a wonderful spread, and then people ordered, and I hope you continue to order. Then he brought this beautiful woman who's working so hard in the community with the Family Crisis Center. And now Terrence called and he says, Renee. I said, what? He says, we need to do a toy drive. I said, whatever you want. So guess what? You see on that banner, Remax? Tell him, Terrence.
We're doing a toy.
Tell him, Chef.
We're doing a toy drive.
Yeah.
December 22nd. Collaboration with
Yes.
Family Crisis Center.
And Remax
And
Supreme,
Remax
Melanie
Supreme
Gamble, yes.
to provide toys to the people that are in the shelter, their children. So that we'll let Miss Ford, talk about the range of the kids and need and what they need, so we can try to provide that for her and her organization.
Yes, co-host. Yes. I love it.
That's
So
fantastic.
do share with us.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Holidays are challenging for people that are in rough situations, right? So we try as much as we can to make the stay at the shelter be as much like home as possible. So being able to provide the kids with some normalcy during Christmas is really, really fantastic. So right now in our shelter, we have babies from 0 up to 18. 0
So
to
how can they
18.
get a hold of you again if you can't come by on the 22nd between
Yes.
6 and 9 at Remax off of Martin Luther King Boulevard, then please give them the information where they
Sure.
can drop it off before and what time frame.
Sure. So we're located in Brentwood, Maryland, which is near Hyattsville. That's the closest main city that people may know. And so we're at 3601 Taylor Street, Brentwood, Maryland, 20722. FCC is a 501c3 nonprofit
Yay.
organization. Yes. So anything that you donate is tax deductible. You can donate online at our website as well, fccpg.org.
fccpg.org.
Yes, and
Yes.
Taylor Street, we're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Yeah.
Please, if you
We
can't,
would love to see you.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
so much. If you
yeah.
can't come on the 22nd, please reach out to Sophie Ford and just drop off coats, toys.
Yes.
What else?
Books.
Gift cards.
Yes, educational toys for the kids especially. We have quite a few pregnant ladies right now too.
So maternity wear.
Maternity wear, nursing bras. We have a case that we're working right now. She literally left with the clothes on her back, and she's going in for a C-section next week.
Well, give them your number
yes,
again, so if they want to
yes.
call you personally,
Sure.
they can contact you and see what you need.
Sure, 301-779-2100.
Yay!
Yes,
So
thank
look, thank you both. I'm honored to be a part of this, and I just kind of fell into it with Chef Williams. So listen, Chase, come on up here. I want them to meet you. Go on by the try something over there at that table and see. Because babes
How
don't,
good
children
it is.
don't.
I
Yeah,
came
children,
on a good
children
night.
are too fun. Yeah. And so. Yes, and Wale.
You gotta try the sauce. Take the
Can
sauce.
Wale
You
get
wanna
you on the
drink
camera?
salsa?
Let me see. Okay, come on over here then.
You gotta
Okay.
try the salsa with it, Chase.
Yeah, come on up here, son.
Take the whole cup.
Yeah, get the whole cup. Yeah, get the whole cup.
Okay.
He want that shrimp by himself.
Yeah, he's a shrimp man. So come on back here, right here, son.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I always talk about my son, Chase Joseph Allen, and so now you're meeting him, and he's going to do the taste test.
Drum roll.
Yes.
This shrimp is always good.
That's
But
wonderful.
sauce with it?
especially
Yes,
good, yeah.
yes. You like it, yeah?
I give it like this.
Yeah, yep, it's,
Shots up.
yep, it's a shooter. It's a shooter. You just take it. It's a shooter.
Yes. So they're wonderful. Oh my! And he's a
Very
very
good.
finicky
Chipotle
eater.
sauce.
Yeah.
Kinda like
Oh.
Chipotle.
It's
But
fresh.
better, huh?
Oh, he thought it was
He says it
Chipotle.
reminds me of
It's
Chipotle.
fresh like it. It's fresh like
Yep,
it.
absolutely.
So you want to say anything, Chase, to the people out in WLVS land?
I love God.
Yeah, well, we love God too. Let's do a little dap, y'all. Just a little dab. 1, 2, 3. Dab.
Oh,
Look, it's always. We'll try one more time because I have to see this all day. Because this man is a dapping mess. We're gonna do it one time. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Thank you, son. Give me some. I love you.
Great job, Mom.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. You can stay right here if you want, or I know you can go on and have some more to eat if you like.
Save us some.
Well, it's that time again. A whole hour has passed by. We had, the wonderful chef Terrence Williams. I'm so glad God brought us together, and so is my family after tasting that food. And then the very hardworking executive Director Sophie Ford from the Family Crisis Center. I can't wait till they pour the blessings into the people there.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Of course, President Obama called in. Yes. And he said that he would call in as much as he can. And I'm so happy. It's good to know people and network and just help people and just fit in where you get in and just be happy for other people. So that was really wonderful. And I just want to thank WLVS and all of you listening around the globe, Australia, Greece, right here in the U.S., UK, all over. I was like, wow, it just blows my mind. Awesome. And I'm so grateful. Awesome. So I just want to say thank you. Any last words for the holidays, y'all?
Merry Christmas.
Get
your orders in. 2 fish, 5 loaves, bbq.com.
Yes. Awesome. We'll see you next week. Stay tuned for Dr. H.L. Barner. And he is the Hour of Power. Great guy, great information. I love you so much. We'll see you next Wednesday. God bless.
Gave my best to some who only gave their worst, but that's alright. I never had your love, well you won't be the last, nor you my first, so that's alright.